Hey y'all, Dr. Groovy, Scott Grove, here today to try to show you guys something, and I want you guys to make videos and send me a link to what guitars you have and using anything you want really, but I'm going to use the cheapest tuner in the world, the crappiest tuner in the world, and that would be anything you put on your headstock. Yes, I know other people use them and they use them on stage and it's a real abomination. The Peterson and the Kahn strobe tuners, etc. are by far the best things around, but for this, most of you have crap tuners like these, so that's what I'm going to use. Okay, and this here is to simply show you something to look for, and I want you guys to do this as well with your guitars, and don't say, hey, my cousin has one, or my brother has one, or some other guy has one, then it's great. Anyway, we're looking for guitars that actually play in tune. Like if you play your guitar or tune your guitar perfectly, you have your intonation done perfectly, you do not have your curvy frets, you don't have a PV AT200 which has auto tune on it, and so forth, then you're good to go. So taking a regular guitar, tuning it up, putting on a tuner that we can all see live, and then take every single string and go from the open string up 4 frets, you know, letting us see the tuning in on all 4 frets, because most guitars will go really sharp, especially on the first fret, unless their nut is cut proper and the frets are placed where they're supposed to be, they're crowned properly and so forth, and again, your intonation should be perfect. Don't try any funny business, be honest, because these little videos will help other people to know, if they see enough of these, which guitars are consistent in their build that have a good build to them. You know, it's like somebody that does a good job. So to show you, this particular axe is a great one. I own 3 of these, but it's not exceptional when it comes to the actual way the frets are put in. The nuts cut beautifully, everything's set perfectly, but you'll see what I mean. This here is the Casio, actually made by Ibanez. It's one of their MIDI guitars from back in the day. Just plug it right in to any synthesizer and away you go. You can make these perfectly in tune by doing such things. But as far as the guitar itself, I grabbed a few just to prove my point and what I'm looking for out of y'all. So I'll just grab 4 of mine. Acoustics are real bad at this, so if you guys got some acoustic guitars that are just automatically amazingly dead on, just anything to help anybody else out by actual demonstration and links to you doing exactly this. Again, if you just say something, it doesn't count. Okay, so I'm going to get in here and show you guys that it's in tune, and I would hope you guys would do basically the same type of video. Okay, I'll turn this so you guys can read it a little easier. Tune this up. I've been snapping the whammy. G's, a little sharp. There we go. Okay, now I'm just going to do, as you've just seen, everything's in tune now. So I will do fret 1, 2, and 3, and open 1, 2, 3, 4. And you'll see what it's like on this guitar. Sharp, 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 sharp. Of course, the higher action you have, the sharper your notes will be. So high action is not a good thing, no matter who tells you that. So-and-so had high action. Yep. And he had to deal with being out of tune all the time. I don't try to mess with you guys. I try to just show you being in tune is being in tune. If you have a guitar with high action, you will fail this test, but I would still like you to post it to show people that high action is not a good thing. This has very low action. Seriously out. Look at that D string's really out. A is a little sharp. Let me start over on the A. Really bad. Everything is sharp. All guitars will be sharp if they are like any other guitar. Look at that. That's just second wrong, second fret. Okay, so that one blows dog. And I will simply put it away so I can reach the other ones that are around me, so don't miss me while I'm gone. Okay, now let's grab a perfect one. I'm telling you right away that it's perfect because I always have. The most in-tune sounding guitar ever in the world, as I've always stated. That's the PRS SEEG. Now the USA one does not hold true. It's about like that other one. I got the PRS, the 305, American made one. Nothing like this one. And I've told you guys since day one for years and years. This one with the stop tailpiece, 3 single coil pickups. You can't find them anymore for a cheap price thanks to me. Yes, these are the most perfect off the rack in-tune sounding guitars ever made. So Paul Reed Smith's company did do one thing right. They built this guitar. But like always, Paul screws things up and quit building this guitar. Okay, see how we're tuned? And hopefully you can see this. If not, then do a full screen thing. Ease a little high. Okay, so here we go. You ready? A little bitty one there. See? Not bad at all. Barely. That's great. Had a little jump here. Just a little bit on the D string. I'm gonna give the A string a tweak. Not bad at all. Okay, so there's the SEEG. I mean, that is pretty flippin' smoking, man. You can't be more dead on than that, you know. Here's somebody that still has a bit to, I keep trying to get Joe Naylor and these guys to, Reverend, to get on the ball just a little bit on their guitars. They say they don't want to be a big company. I've asked them, you know, would you take a few things from me and build something awesome? They're like, well, we don't want to get too big. Okay, so this is, what is it? The, oh, that's a Warhawk. Okay, so Groovy X, everything's set correctly, of course, just like everything else. So, we're gonna, I didn't even look to see if you guys saw the last guitar that was in tune, if I didn't look at the monitor, but I'll do it again, of course, if it wasn't. Okay, this is in tune. Let's go through the whole thing. Here we go. There we go. We're getting out of there. Not bad. That one, you're way off. Everybody hates that sharp G string. All of these Reverence have that going on, with, especially with the G. And yes, the nuts are cut correctly. It's not as bad as a whole lot of them, but they could be so much better. maybe Ken will get on Naylor's ass and stretch that one out. There we go. Okay, so not horrible, but blah blah blah. A lot of electrics are really bad. If I had a Gibson, I would show you that, but I no longer own any Gibsons except for the Corvus 3, and it's actually pretty much dead on, which is why I like them also, because they built some right in the northern years. Okay, my Rain Song acoustic guitar, totally, there's no bracing, 100% carbon fiber. So there you go. And I had the N1 deck put on, not the N2 that you get stock with everything. So this one was custom built for me. But this is that. You can get them custom built too if you know the right people and get this better neck put on. So acoustics are tough, you know, they are what they are, except for the neck cutting. Okay, here we go. You surprised? A little bit of a jump because it's a snark. So they're all in there. Really, a low E string and then you hit the first fret? Nothing wrong with it. Try yours. Second fret, just a little bit. So perfect except for 1 or 2 notes on an acoustic guitar. So anyway, let's see how your stuff stacks up. Again, keep it honest. This is to, excuse me, that guitar used to be good. Let's keep it honest. It's not who's got the better axes, it's to help other people out. Okay? So just want to show you some that were slightly out, the one that was way out, just because they are that way. Okay? And most of them are due to just bad nut jobs. A lot of nut jobs out there. So if you would, just do your own deal like this one. Post a link to the video and tell the brand and model number of your guitar. And let's check it out. Basses don't really seem to have the problem as much. So let's keep it with 6-string guitars for this one. If you guys want to do a bass guitar one, you can for whatever reason. But yeah, there you go. So there's a few to go with. If you want me to post every guitar I have on here so you can see, whatever. But hope you guys just follow through and take the initiative to help some folks out and let them see which guitars are really good when you buy them, or if they really suck when you buy them, and show how it's tuned up and how it does. And then after you do a nut job, another video maybe, so you can see my other first one here, then I had it taken care of, or I took care of it myself and now it does this, blah blah blah. So just kind of a cool idea. So thanks for watching this one and checking those out, and look forward to checking out y'all's axes too, and again seeing how they stack up. And that'd be it. Let the folks know what a good guitar is, you know, if it's going to be really out, you know, by us seeing a whole bunch of videos of the same basic guitar, like maybe a Mexican Strat, maybe they're all out, I don't know. I haven't actually done this test on any of those. I got about 20 of them in here, but one of you guys do it, okay? Talk to you soon. Bye.